What's going on, gamers? Today, we are going to go over how to install and use the Reliquary Reincarnations mod. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to stay up to date on all future videos. A lot of players love to introduce magic into the game of Minecraft, and a lot more than just what the potions in the vanilla gameplay offer. Most of the time, these changes are from mod packs, but all of these add-ons can easily become overwhelming to people looking for simplistic magic. Luckily, there's an all-in-one Forge mod that easily solves this scenario called Reliquary Reincarnations. This mod is going to add various amounts of items, blocks, and consumables into the game, and since it's just one mod, it's a lot easier to set up. Let's go over how to do it. Head to the Reliquary Reincarnations on CurseForge and then press Files near the top. Find and click on View All, and then in the top right corner, you can select your desired game version from the drop-down menu. Afterwards, find the mod that you want and press the download button and save this file somewhere easy to find for later. This is optional, but you could also download JEI, Jade, and Curious API, which are all suggested by Reliquary. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have Forge installed on your launcher. We do have a guide to this if you need a refresher, but once that's done, you can open your Minecraft launcher and enter the installation section. Find your installed Forge instance and then press the folder icon to the right, and in the new window, open the mods directory. If you don't see a mods folder, then you can just create it yourself by pressing on new folder and then naming it mods. Drag and drop the mod files inside this folder, and then you can return to the launcher and click play to load the mods. That is how you're going to play in a single player world, but if you're looking to play with friends, then you're also going to need to install it on your server. Head towards your Apex server panel and stop the server, and then scroll down to the game file section and make sure you're using Forge with the correct game version. After this, you can find and click on the FTP file access near the top left, log in, and then continue to the mods directory. In the top left corner, press upload, and on the next page, drag the mod files into the upload area. Wait for this to reach 100%, and then you can use your server name at the top to return to the main panel where you can restart the server. When you first enter the world, there aren't going to be any noticeable differences, but once you start slaying some of the hostile monsters, you'll start to see some unique item drops. Continuing your journey, new crafting recipes will be unlocked. Most of the modded items are late game features, meaning you're probably going to need to play for a decent amount of time before getting to them. Let's go over some of the most important and common features to get you started. Almost every hostile mob will drop unique materials for you to collect, which is the basis for most of the crafting recipes. For example, zombies are going to drop zombie hearts, and wither skeletons give withered ribs. Make sure to keep everything you collect, as each one plays a critical role in all of the modded tools, blocks, and consumables. These are made by combining vanilla and modded materials, and here are two of the most useful ones. If you're a farmer, then this ingredient is going to be perfect for you. Crafting it requires 1 rib bone, 1 catalyzing gland, 1 slime pearl, and 1 green dye. Once you make enough of these fertile essences, you'll be able to make a lily pad of fertility. This item allows you to quickly and efficiently grow crops, leading to more food. Crimson cloth takes 1 red wool, a piece of black wool, and 2 nebulous hearts. After creating multiple pieces of this item, you can make a twilight cloak that makes you invisible in the darkness. Of course, this is going to be pretty useful since it allows you to escape combative situations with either mobs or other users. The main aspect to Reliquary Reincarnations is its unique items and abilities. There are over 10 different ones, allowing for many possibilities depending on the powers. We are going to go over 2 of them, but check out the mods wiki page to learn more about all of them. If you're wanting the best weapon in Minecraft, then you're going to want a Magic Bane dagger. This item's damage increases with every hit due to its enchantment effects. Additionally, using it against hostile mobs will make modded items drop more often. Every single Minecraft player needs to eat food to survive, leading to a constant need for consumable energy items. Fortunately, if you're able to craft glowing bread, then all of your needs are going to be met since this item completely restores your hunger. This obviously is going to greatly improve the quality of life since it leaves no need for other foods. The majority of items from Reliquary Reincarnations are potions, with all of them following vanilla effects, but some apply additional negative or positive changes to your character. For instance, mining fatigue not only slows down your speed, but it also lessens the amount of damage you produce. These are not brewed normally, and it's going to require 2 other blocks, starting with the Apothecary Mortar. This is used for obtaining specific essences for potions. As for crafting the mortar, you're going to have 3 catalyzing glands and 6 quartz blocks. It's relatively easy to make since its required materials are pretty common in your world. Once a mortar is created, the next step is to craft an apothecary cauldron used for mixing materials to create the potions. Making this block requires a normal cauldron, 2 molten cores, 2 infernal claws, 2 catalyzing glands, and 3 nebulous hearts. This one is going to obviously take a bit more time than the mortar since these materials aren't too common. There's also a fascinating block from the mod that allows you to passively use an item's ability. These are called pedestals. For example, placing a sword on one can protect you against surrounding mobs. Others include the Rending Gale item in flight mode, allowing you to fly around. Though it doesn't necessarily go with the fantasy and magic theme of the mod, there are also guns available. Players can craft shootable weapons and ammunition to hunt down anyone or anything. If the Reliquary Reincarnations mod isn't loading, make sure you've installed it on the correct modded profile in your launcher. You're also going to want to make sure you are using the right server version for the mod that you downloaded. If you're sure all of that is correct, then you can also try installing all of the optional modifications as well. These aren't necessarily required to load Reliquary, but they do help make it so there are no bugs or problems while trying to use it. If you're unable to brew any potions from the mod, then first check to make sure you're using the correct ingredients. Make sure you are reviewing Reliquary's official wiki to double check everything. This is a great mod to test your skills and put yourself in a fantasy world with magic all around you. It is a long-form game, so be prepared to put some hours in if you want to see all of the items this mod has to offer. That's all for this one, gamers. As always, I hope you have lots of fun.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more great content like this, then subscribe or click these videos. Until next time, gamers.